I believe that you should judge others for the benefits of oneself. If you see someone has bad habits, you need to judge that person, reflect it back onto yourself, and make sure that you don't make those same bad habits. Easy example, this other person, it could be a stranger or a friend, even a family member, they have bad posture. You know it's a bad posture. You know that it can affect your life mentally and physically in a negative way. Therefore, you want to subconsciously think to yourself, okay, in order for me to have good posture, I need to keep reminding myself that, okay, I need to be having good posture. But sometimes people forget. So how about you instinctively judge other people, notice their flaws, and correct your flaws because of it? It's a simple psychological trick that actually works. I'm not telling you to pin that person down. I'm not telling you to verbally say something. I'm not telling you to put yourself above other people or below other people. No, you should not do that. What you should do is use this trick as a psychological trick to better oneself. You know that having bad posture is not a good thing. So if you see someone have bad posture, remind yourself that that is bad and that I should be doing good. I should be having good posture. You don't want to associate yourself with that behavior, because if you do, you will gain influence from those bad habits, as it will start to have a negative effect on your life, which is not what you want. The point of life is to improve, to get better, yes, to fail and to learn from those failures so that you again improve your life, not take steps back and make yourself lesser than you actually could be. You see someone else making bad habits, you instantly remind yourself that is a bad habit that I must not imitate. I must not get influence from. Therefore, I will not do it. And even if I know I am doing it, because I've seen the actions of someone else doing it, I'm going to reflect that back on me and instantly make the change so that I do not become that kind of person who's making those kind of bad habits. It's simple. Once you psychologically think about those things, then it'll become secondhand nature to the point where you don't need to think about it. Your mind will already be under the influence of always having good posture, because you've tricked your mind to thinking and knowing that that is something that should be done. But you must not take this the wrong way. I know judging, especially when it comes to judging other people, has a bad connotation towards it, but that is not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you thinking lesser of that person, or you thinking that person is above you, or you're above them, or you're below them. No. I'm not telling you to verbally pin someone down or mentally pedestalize yourself for other people. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is judge other people's actions, not for who they are specifically, but for what they're doing, so that you don't make the same mistakes that they are. You're not judging to hate that person. You're judging to learn from that person. Albeit saying that, it could make things easier to think you're above that person. But again, you're above no one. It's their personal traits you see as beneath the type of person you want to be. You must understand, this is a psychological trick you're playing on your mind. It's not a meaningless judge. It's a psychological trick to better oneself. So you could think to yourself, okay, I'm the main character. This NPC or this person is doing this in that certain way. I will not come under the mindset. I will not be under a lower frame. I will not be an NPC myself. I will not be a clippy. I will not be the type of person that deliberately, intentionally, or unintentionally does bad habits for the sake of it. My life will not succumb to this. You could think in that way, if that makes it easier. That actually might help you get better at not making bad habits. Here's an even better example. Your friend, family, stranger, they're doom scrolling. Okay, they're doom scrolling, you know they're doom scrolling, you can see it, they're wasting time, and you know that that person has things to do. And even if you don't know, you know that that person can be bettering their life by not doom scrolling and doing something productive. Okay, so instead of you imitating them, instead of you just looking at them and thinking, you know what, let me doom scroll also, or procrastinating, whatever, you decide to not live that kind of lifestyle. Get rid of that bad habit from your mind and do something to better oneself. Become productive. Get off the couch. Maybe start to make some money. After all, time is money and you don't want to waste time. So you're going to use that time instead to make money, to better oneself, to further their career, to better their future. Whether it's physical, mental, even spiritual. Anything that would be better or more productive than doom scrolling. Just think, I will not let my mind succumb to clippy behavior. And the thing is, you have no right to tell someone what they should or should not be doing. Like I said, it's not about that person. It's about their actions. Don't take this the wrong way. It's not about them. It's about you. And the thing is, this can also work both ways. For example, you see someone going to the gym, they're living what you deem to be a good lifestyle. They have discipline, they're getting things done. Maybe they're very business minded and you like that yourself, and they're always working and you like the fact that they're always working because it motivates you to also work and gain the level of discipline that's needed to work and make money and better oneself. You're judging that person based on their actions. You're thinking to yourself, this person is doing this. I want to be that kind of person also, to get this type of result, to get this type of reward. I've seen what he's done. I've seen the rewards he's gotten from it. I want that too. You see what I mean? He's given you this positive influence. He's influenced you to do something better. Same thing. You're judging that person in a good way. You're judging that person in a bad way. All in all, it's again to better oneself, no matter what it is. You know, it actually kind of reminds me of the monkey see, monkey do. Literally, monkey see, monkey do. This person is living this sort of life that gives them these sort of rewards. Monkey see, monkey do. This person is slouching and has bad posture, so therefore I'm not going to do that because I don't want to have a hunchback when I get older and look lazy and insecure and closed-minded because that's the perception I'm giving off. Monkey see, monkey don't do. If you want to obtain mastery over your mind, I believe this technique is a good way to strategically train your mind for the best possible outcomes. Try it out for yourself after this video. Judge other people around you. You know what? That person is eating this way. I know that eating this way is a bad thing to do because these are the results that it gives, whether it's acne, bloating, crazy amounts of weight gain to the point where you're fat and ugly and depressed, etc. Therefore, I'm not going to live that kind of lifestyle. I am going to do this instead. Just like the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said, he who despises himself still respects himself as one who despises. Meaning, when you judge weakness in others, you're often recognizing something you refuse to tolerate in yourself. Or Seneca, whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I'm about to criticize. Meaning, use judgment of others as a tool for self-correction. See? Don't take this in a bad way. I'm judging others. Oh my gosh, I'm such a bad person. No. Judge others for the sake of oneself, to benefit oneself. You're not judging the person for who they are. You're judging their actions so that you correct your own. That is all. Cry for Max. Goodbye.